Your ancestors survived ice ages, famines, and constant physical challenges, yet you struggle to get out of a warm bed in the morning. But what if the very comfort that modern life provides is actually making you weaker, more anxious, and less resilient? Because the science of hormesis reveals that your body is designed to thrive under stress, not avoid it, and cold exposure is the fastest way to activate this ancient survival mechanism. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how cold showers can rewire your brain, boost your immune system, and transform you into someone who doesn't just survive challenges, but actively seeks them out. This isn't just about taking cold showers. This is about reclaiming the strength your ancestors took for granted. Most people think comfort equals happiness. They believe that avoiding discomfort is the path to a better life. But here's what they don't understand. Your body has an ancient mechanism called hormesis, the biological principle that small doses of stress actually make you stronger, not weaker. Cold exposure isn't just some trendy biohack. It's a scientifically proven method to activate dormant pathways in your body that have been suppressed by modern comfort. When you step into that cold water, you're not just shocking your system, you're awakening genetic programs that have kept humans alive for thousands of years. Today, we're going to explore the fascinating science behind why deliberate cold exposure might be the missing piece in your quest for mental resilience, physical vitality, and unshakable confidence. And I'll give you a practical, step-by-step approach that even the most cold-sensitive person can follow. Let me start with a story that will change how you think about stress forever. In the 1940s, scientists discovered something remarkable about plants. When they exposed them to small amounts of radiation, doses that should have been harmful, the plants didn't just survive, they thrived. They grew stronger, lived longer, and became more resistant to disease. This discovery led to the understanding of hormesis, the biological phenomenon where low doses of stress trigger adaptive responses that make organisms stronger. Your body operates on this exact same principle. Every time you exercise, you're creating microscopic tears in your muscle fibers. Your body responds by rebuilding them stronger than before. Every time you fast, you're stressing your metabolic system, which responds by becoming more efficient at using energy. Cold exposure works the same way, but it activates multiple systems simultaneously. When cold water hits your skin, your body doesn't just react, it adapts. Your nervous system strengthens, your immune system activates, and your cardiovascular system becomes more resilient. Here's what's happening at the cellular level. Cold exposure triggers the release of norepinephrine, a neurotransmitter that acts like a natural antidepressant. It activates brown fat, which burns calories to generate heat. It stimulates the vagus nerve, which controls your body's rest and digest response. And it increases the production of cold shock proteins, which protect your cells from damage. But here's the most important part. These adaptations don't just help you handle cold better. They make you more resilient to all forms of stress, physical, mental, and emotional. Now let's talk about what cold exposure does to your mind, because this is where the real magic happens. Every morning when your alarm goes off, you face a choice. You can stay in the warm comfort of your bed, or you can get up and face the day. Most people choose comfort, but when you choose cold exposure, you're training your brain to choose discomfort voluntarily. This isn't just about building willpower, though that's certainly part of it. Cold exposure literally rewires your brain's response to stress. When you step into cold water, your amygdala, the brain's alarm system, starts screaming danger. Your sympathetic nervous system floods your body with stress hormones. Your breathing becomes rapid and shallow. But here's what separates those who master cold exposure from those who quit: learning to control your response. When you practice calm, controlled breathing in the cold, you're teaching your brain that you can remain composed under pressure. You're proving to yourself that discomfort is temporary, but the strength you gain from facing it is permanent. Studies show that people who practice cold exposure regularly report significant improvements in mood, reduced anxiety, and increased confidence. They sleep better, focus more clearly, and feel more energetic throughout the day. But most importantly, they develop what psychologists call stress inoculation, the ability to remain calm and focused when life gets challenging. Think about it this way. If you can stay calm while freezing water hits your body, how much easier does a difficult conversation at work become? If you can control your breathing when every instinct tells you to panic, how much more confident do you feel in high-pressure situations? The physical benefits of cold exposure are equally impressive, and they go far beyond just feeling more awake in the morning. Let's start with your immune system. When you expose yourself to cold, your body increases the production of white blood cells, your immune system's soldiers. Regular cold exposure has been shown to reduce the frequency and severity of common illnesses. In one study, people who took cold showers for 30 days had 29% fewer sick days compared to those who took warm showers. Then there's the metabolic boost. Cold exposure activates brown adipose tissue, a special type of fat that burns calories to generate heat. Unlike regular fat, brown fat is metabolically active, meaning it continues burning calories even after you've warmed up. This is why people who practice cold exposure often report easier weight management and increased energy levels. Your cardiovascular system also adapts remarkably to cold exposure. The initial shock causes your blood vessels to constrict, then dilate as your body warms up. This vascular exercise strengthens your heart and improves circulation. Over time, this leads to better blood pressure regulation and improved cardiovascular health. But perhaps the most noticeable benefit is the increase in energy and alertness. Cold exposure triggers a massive release of norepinephrine, up to 5 times the normal amount. This natural stimulant is more powerful and longer lasting than caffeine without the crash or jitters. And here's something fascinating. Cold exposure also increases the production of mitochondria, the powerhouses of your cells. More mitochondria means more energy production at the cellular level, which translates to sustained energy throughout the day. Now I know what you're thinking. This sounds great, but I hate being cold. How do I actually start? The key is gradual progression. You don't jump into an ice bath on day 1. You build up your tolerance systematically, allowing your body to adapt at its own pace. Here's the protocol I recommend. Week 1 to 2, the foundation. Start by ending your regular shower with 30 seconds of cold water. Not freezing, just uncomfortably cool. Focus on controlling your breathing. Slow, deep breaths through your nose. Don't fight the cold, accept it. Week 3 to 4, building tolerance. Increase to 60 seconds of cold water. Start making the water progressively cooler. This is where you'll notice the first mental shifts, that moment when you realize you can handle more than you thought. Week 5 to 6, the breakthrough. Extend to 90 seconds and make the water as cold as your shower allows. By now, you should notice significant changes in how you feel throughout the day. More energy, better mood, increased confidence. Week 7 plus, mastery. Work up to 2 to 3 minutes of cold exposure. Some people progress to full cold showers, others prefer the contrast method, alternating between hot and cold. Your ancestors didn't have the luxury of avoiding discomfort. They faced harsh winters, food scarcity, and constant physical challenges. And those challenges didn't weaken them. They forged them into resilient, adaptable humans. This isn't just about cold showers, it's about becoming the kind of person who doesn't shrink from challenges but embraces them. If you're ready to transform your mental resilience and unlock your full potential, The video appearing on your screen right now will show you the next level of this journey. It's time to stop avoiding discomfort and start using it as your greatest tool for growth. The cold is waiting, your stronger self is on the other side.